Lena was known across Westbridge High for two things: her sharp tongue and her confidence. She wasn't the kind of bully who shoved people into lockers. No, her words did the damage. And her favorite target? Ethan Reyes. Ethan was quiet, skinny, always sitting at the back of the class with his head down. He stuttered when nervous and avoided eye contact. To Lena, he was an easy target. "Hey, Ethan," she'd say with a smirk, loud enough for others to hear. "You planning to speak today or just exist quietly?" The class would laugh. Ethan would shrink further into his seat. But what Lena didn't know was that every word she threw at him didn't just hurt. It built something inside him. Not anger, but determination. One day, something changed. During a group presentation, Lena mocked him again. But this time, Ethan stood up. His hands trembled, but his voice didn't. "I'll present." The room went quiet. And then, slowly, he did. He wasn't perfect. He stumbled once or twice, but he didn't stop. And when he finished, something unexpected happened. People clapped. Even Lena. Not out of pity, but surprise. That moment sparked something in Ethan. He started working out. Not to impress anyone, but to feel stronger. He joined a public speaking club. He practiced every day, even when his voice shook. Weeks turned into months. And slowly, the shy boy faded. In his place stood someone calm, confident, and quietly strong. Lena noticed. At first, she tried to tease him again. "Wow, Ethan, you got muscles now? What's next? Personality?" But this time, Ethan just looked at her. Not scared, not angry. Just steady. "Maybe," he said calmly, and walked away. That was the first time Lena felt something unfamiliar. Not power, not amusement, but curiosity. As months passed, Ethan became someone people respected. Not loud, not flashy, but reliable. Kind, strong in a way that didn't need to prove itself. And Lena? She started seeing him differently. She noticed how he helped classmates without making a big deal of it, how he never mocked anyone, even those who deserved it, how he had become everything she wasn't. One afternoon, she found him alone in the gym. "I don't get you," she said, crossing her arms. Ethan glanced at her. "What do you mean?" "I treated you like trash," she admitted. "Why aren't you angry?" Ethan paused. "I was," he said honestly. "But I realized staying angry would just keep me weak." That hit her harder than any insult she'd ever thrown. Days later, Lena did something no one expected. She apologized. Not joking, not half-hearted. "I was horrible to you," she said quietly. "You didn't deserve that." Ethan studied her for a moment, then nodded. "Thanks for saying that." Simple. No revenge, no humiliation. Just acceptance. They started talking after that. At first it was awkward, then easy. Lena found herself laughing, not at him, but with him. Ethan discovered that behind her harsh attitude was someone who didn't really know how to be kind. Yet. And slowly, something changed between them. One evening, after a long day, they sat on the school bleachers watching the sunset. "You've changed a lot," Lena said. Ethan smiled slightly. "So have you." She nudged him. "Yeah, but you changed first." He looked at her. "Maybe, but you chose to change too." She went quiet for a moment. Then, softly, "Do you ever regret meeting me?" Ethan shook his head. "No," he said. "You were part of what pushed me to grow." Lena looked down, a small smile forming. "Good," she whispered. "Because I think I like the person you become." Ethan's heart skipped, but he stayed calm. "I think I like the person you're becoming," he replied. And under the fading light of the sunset, the girl who once tore him down, and the boy who chose to rise instead, found something unexpected. Not just forgiveness, but love.